They're losing people of color because they really don't get the people of color's life. If you are living in a city, in a neighborhood that is inundated with crime, and you act like that is not an issue, you've already lost me. That is an issue. Yes, we must deal with policing. I've been out front of that. But you cannot ignore when 12-year-old kids who's somebody's niece and neighbor is killed, and you act like that's a non-issue because you're too elitist to live on the ground. Many parts of this country, we need gas to go to work. These beltway elitists, these limousine liberals here in New York, don't live in the real world.
Oh, so it turns out black people actually don't like being shot to death. Oh, thanks, Reverend Al. Actually telling the truth for once. Candace Owens is the founder of Blexit. She's been saying something like this for a long time. Has been attacked for it. She joins us tonight. This, you don't want to overinterpret Al Sharpton on MSNBC, but he's been a pretty faithful water carrier for whatever Democratic administration's in power. This seems a little weird that he's saying this.
Certainly, and there's a lot going on here. First and foremost, Pete Buttigieg acting shocked. I completely disregard him all the time. He took a longer maternity leave than I did. I don't take him seriously at all. But Al Sharpton's interesting, and you're correct that we shouldn't misinterpret what he's doing here because he wants us to believe that he's telling the truth, but in reality, what he's trying to do is save whatever clout he has left in Black America. This is actually a signal. It should be a marker for us for how bad things have gotten in Black America, right? Because Al Sharpton used to go around and he lies full time to Black America about their circumstances. Even when he says, oh, out of touch the way Black Americans are living. You too, Al Sharpton. Yeah, you live in a $2.1 million penthouse in the Upper East Side, and that's just one of your homes. You have an over $3 million tax lien last I checked, and you have to be making a ton of money to have a $3 million tax lien. Let's just be very clear on that, right? So he has no idea how Black Americans are living either. But what he's realizing right now is that Black Americans for a long time have followed his lies. They believed his lies. They kept believing that Democrats would make their lives better. Well, suddenly looking around and they're saying, okay, things are actually so devastatingly bad in our community that we will no longer buy the lie that voting for a Democrat is going to make things better. And we have just watched, we listened to you, we voted for Biden and Kamala, and things have gotten progressive, not even progressively worse, embarrassingly worse. I did not even predict that it would get this bad this quickly for Black America. So what he's doing is he's saving his own skin, right? So now he's trying to play the, oh, well, I'm now going to be the peacemaker, the communicator of how Black Americans are feeling. And so we shouldn't misinterpret it. Yes, he is telling the truth, but his motives behind telling the truth is really just to save Al Sharpton's own skin so he can purchase another penthouse. I mean, the only person that I know that has a bigger real estate empire than Al Sharpton is perhaps Black Lives Matter leaders.
Looks like it's time for Al Sharpton to change the narrative of the grifting. He's talking about limousine liberals. He's living in an over $2 million apartment in the fancy part of New York. He's not living amongst the Black community. But as Candace Owens is explaining so eloquently, Al Sharpton knows he's got to change the narrative of the grift. Because Democrat policies in Black America are not working. People like Al Sharpton used to lambast the police, but meanwhile, the lack of police presence in the Black community has caused more crime, not less. These neighborhoods are far more dangerous. These people have less money in their pockets. These people have fewer job opportunities. And this isn't because of anything Republicans have done. So Al Sharpton knows if he wants to stay relevant and be a part of this narrative and continue to pillage off of these communities, he's got to start calling out different people. Do I think anything he says is sincere? Absolutely not. But he's knowing that the current thing isn't working. And real quick, he's got to jump on MSNBC and find a new way to have these people believe him. Because right now, no one believes the lies of the Democrat Party if they're paying attention even 5%.